And we are underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Now left side on the swing pass, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
A tough spot here. Drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now back to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback... defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Now Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And his job was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
They're going to try and throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First down, and they go back to Harris. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
To throw on third down, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Pardon me, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Whistle foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's gonna let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Back to throw. Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both off.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recover.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last 2 drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They try to throw on... is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll go to gain of 4. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
They'll try and throw for it here. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Hoyer. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Hoyer. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
from just shy of midfield. Mahomes caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. We're back now in KC as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Mahomes now on first down. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Edwards-Helaire is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Second down and goal. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster on a touchdown pass from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Brian Hoyer and the offense to take over. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Gray. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive. Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for New England. 43 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that zero. Hoyer. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. A little under 50 seconds to go. The turnover does give them life, but they still need to. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Mahomes going to throw it here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Hoyer. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hoyer's throw into the hands of Henry here. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time is run out of this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. I tell you what, I can't remember